Whoa, that was pretty cool, wasn't it?
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, that was the band. That was it's a Portland band called The End of the World, and the song is called Yacht Rock. And this was brought to us by Mr. Derek Willis. Is that the right name? Derek Willis.
Yes.
Derek Willis, who is the filmmaker who created that music video for that band, right? So, how does that happen, right? So you have a really cool filmmaker. He's highly artistic, very creative individual. She or he, right? Gotta get my pronouns right. So this human being who has a real liking for that band style, and what they do, they get together and they say, look, let's produce this piece of art. So they come with the music. He grabs the band members. He put them into some speculative universe, add the music and all of this cool art, and with an idea of what the song's about, made this film. And that's what the music video was all about. That's a music video, right? It's never changed ever since. It was probably, who do you think hashed this out first? Who hashed out music videos first? Who do you think? Was it MTV?
Was it MTV? I think so.
Or there's a good chance it was elsewhere prior, but MTV is who probably first collated all of this information,
Mm.
collated all of these films, all this content. That's who probably did it first, and then of course that brought on with all the other. That actually brought on more individuals, more bands, and filmmakers to get together to create music videos, or just the the distributor, the album, the record label, the label hired people to make music videos to help promote the songs, the albums, to sell more of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's how a lot of that happened. And if you look at some of the retro music of the 80s, early 90s, it was pure, most of it, not all of it, but most of it was pure artistic, creativity. It was these artistic performances. And a lot of times it's very abstract. If you looked at some of these old bands, if you looked at some of these old bands like Ultravox, um, Talking Heads, B-52s,
Talking
it
head.
was, yeah, it's a blend of the band and art.
Yeah.
Nitzer Ebb, I'm really dating myself now. Nitzer Ebb, Lightning Man, he's just running through back alleys and stuff, yelling and screaming. May he rest in peace, because he actually, the lead from Nitzer Ebb actually passed away last year.
Oh no.
Yeah, Nitzer Ebb. They're English. I originally thought that they were like, when I first saw them, I thought they were either Polish or German, because the name itself, Nitzer Ebb, it's a
Mm.
very Germanic sounding um, word phrase. Okay, and but the band is actually an English band from Essex from the early '80s. Um, the band is Bon Harris, David Goday, Simon Granger, Jason Payne, and well, that's who they originally. No, I'm sorry, I'm getting it wrong here. Um, I want to say it was. Don't want to get it wrong now. Oh, it's too complicated the way they document these things. But the members were all. I'm going to name all the members. The members are Bon Harris, David Goday, Simon Granger, Jason Payne, Douglas McCarthy, Duk Nak Nguyen, Julian Beeston. That's more than, so those are band members that have come and gone. Some stayed wherever, right? But they were really active between '82 and the early '90s. That's when
Okay.
they were like super crazy. And their famous songs were Warsaw Ghetto, which made me think, Warsaw, isn't that Poland? Um, and then Murderous. But the one that I heard the most was Lightning Man. That was really famous because that's the one that had a real cool music video that MTV used to always play. And you could hear it on all the college stations, because most of this kind of music was because college radio played it. Regular radio did not play this kind of music. No. Okay. We could have a couple shows, and I'm serious. We could have a couple shows talking about a lot of those bands. If y'all really want to hear that, I'm more than happy to take you down that road. But they would. That band was inspired by Susie and the Banshees, Killing Joke, and Bauhaus, you know, as well as. But they were also on the label. I think the label that they were on, yeah, they were on Mute Records and Geffen Records. These really old labels that were taking a big risk because of the club scene and the industrial music club scene, which was growing back in those days. It actually was getting to a peak, and the reason why I'm going off all these little tangents, but the reason why it went off on these peaks is because of the technology. The technology was evolving where you were able to purchase equipment, synthesizers, these different types of synthesizers and sampling mechanisms that could just take any sound, any musical track, and play that musical track in a rhythm or and distort it in some way, sampling. And at the same time, all of this was going on, hip hop was growing in leaps and bounds at even higher amplitudes of reach. So it it was very it was a very interesting time. We had lots of different genres of music, but there was a lot of interwoven and overlap, especially in the city of New York, which is where I grew up. Um, there was a lot of overlap in all of this music, and a lot of that type of music, like I said, would never play on radio. Right? Never, they would never play it on radio, but it would play on college radio, not mainstream radio, but college radio, and it would play at all the local clubs, all the scenes in the local clubs.
Nice.
So that is how it happened. That's how it happened. So, folks, if you want to get some more information about the Portland band, um, The End of the World, the QR code right here on the top left of the screen will take you to their Instagram, and you can follow them and check them out. So, what's next? And do we have any trailers? Oh, before we get there, think about that. Before we get there, let me talk a little bit about science fiction. Okay, I think it's really important for a refresher. I think continuing educational credits is a very serious thing in the professional world. Continuing educational credits, anyone who's a professional has to take continuing educational credits, whether it be an annual or biannual or within a frequency. And what it does, it just realigns you, keeps you back in focus to what the profession is doing. As a filmmaker who wants to make science fiction, whoever is making science fiction, okay, it's really important that I'm not saying you stay within the guidelines, not at all, because science fiction itself is this massive, broad multiverse. It's not even a universe anymore. It's a multiverse that has so many different recipes. You can't hold it to anything. However, if you want fans, there are different groups of fans who love certain types of things. And you've got a large group of fans that love these Marvel DC type stories, which is actually science fiction fantasy based, because some of it is not based in science, it's based more in fantasy, where you have other people out there that are interested in the Star Wars realm, which is massive, especially now that it's easy to make fan films and costuming, which is also pushed by another part of the creative world and comic cons, right? All these costumes. So you're able to have a very, very large base, international base of people that are into Star Wars, which is very different from Star Trek, right? Star Trek is heavily embedded in science, and heavily embedded in solving problems, showing us what problems, community problems, all kinds of problems, and then solving them. Okay, or dealing with them. So there's this arc of story, and Star Wars actually dived into that a bit these past few years with that series called Andor, right? Probably some people are saying some of their best work ever. Okay, time will tell. And actually, it's such a big deal. That is such a big deal to Star Wars, to that segment of the industry, that Disney has just reframed. They just reframed Star Wars, right? So that new trilogy that they created with all those new characters, that's literally been pushed aside, and they're bringing all the old stuff back. So at the Disneyland theme parks where they had the Star Wars themes, they've removed they're removing all of the, what is it called, first order, whatever it is. They're removing all of that and bringing the old stuff back. Kylo Ren put on out, bringing Darth Vader back, Han Solo types, all of that stuff, bringing it back, which coincides with the Mandalorian. Okay,
Is
that's
it a
part
good thing or a bad thing, though?
of the Mandalorian universe. Is it a good thing? I don't know. Please interject. Please interject.
I'm old school. I really like the old school films.
Yeah.
Loved, I loved the first Star Wars that came out, which was the end, somewhere, not really the end, but it was like the end of the series. The end started first. The
Oh,
last one started first,
you're talking
right?
about number 4,
Yes.
A New Hope. A New Hope.
But I really, it was pretty cool when they actually, like the scene where they put in Darth Vader being on the ship and destroying everyone when they got the
Rogue One,
yeah, when they got the
plan.
for the plan for the Death Star, and
Death
Darth Vader was in the end,
Yeah,
destroying everybody. I thought that was cool
Yeah.
because it came up. It was in the first movie.
yes. What
So-
you witnessed was, I'm not telling you to tell you, but I'm just putting it in a little box for everybody else based on what I think.
Yeah.
That was at the time probably the most violent scene Disney ever made.
Mm.
Yes, that was straight horror. That was sci-fi horror. That scene, everybody in because I saw it in the theater, and the theater was packed. You know, one of the few times you ever go to a movie theater where it's full and you can't see the seats because it's full with people, and everybody was yelling and screaming. Totally unexpected.
No.
Evil, Satan himself shows up and ruins it for everybody.
Yeah.
You think you're getting away with the plans, and it's funny. The plans change size throughout the film.
It did. It
this
did.
thing like this to it's kind of funny, and how long it took for the plans. The extra sketch to be transitioned from this to this to this. It took forever in some cases. Hurry up, get the data. Which is kind of funny itself. People made stories, all kind of movies and jokes about those things. Anyway, but yeah, that part, that was Rogue One, which was right before New Hope, right before New Hope, and it was the most critical time. It was the most critical time where we learn how the Death Star was built, how much time it took, all of the twists and turns in it. And this takes us more into science fiction. Okay. So, one of our team members, one of our original team members, Doug Harnett, actually has a real nice piece written up on the website, which you could read yourself because there's a lot more detail in it. But science fiction is defined by Doug Harnett, where science fiction is a fiction that uses speculative science to create a story. This speculative science is the word he likes to use because more often than not, the stories often break all rules of physics, chemistry, biology, psychology, mathematics, and hydrology. He had to put it. Anyway, he's a hydrologist, as myself. The science fiction genre expansively includes fantasy with They like to include knights, sword fights, right? Lightsabers, devils, fairies, magic, all these things. Also horror and zombies in a post-apocalyptic world.
My favorite ones.
Such as
the I like Alien and Predator. I know that, and yeah, Predator was my favorite one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the first one.
Mhm.
That one was my favorite one. And then it had another one that came out called Prey. That one was good.
Oh yeah, Prey. Prey is I put Prey. I personally put Prey on the same shelf as Borderlands. You seen Borderlands yet?
Borderlands.
That's the
No,
latest. That's the latest. You
no.
gotta.
Oh, yes, that's the
You
latest
gotta,
one. I
yeah,
haven't seen it yet.
you
Not
gotta
yet.
go to. You gotta go watch it if you could watch it in the theaters anymore. It may already be out the theaters, but
It's
that
on Hulu, I think.
that yeah, Hulu's about to get taken down too,
Yeah,
so you're gonna
I
have to figure
hear.
this out. Get on that Disney packet. Anyway, it's amazing. Disney's becoming the most violent channel out there. So I'm surprised they don't have MMA fights, but Borderlands might be the best Predator movie of them all.
Really?
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes. It's incredible. It's incredible. Okay,
All
it's
right.
you're like what? People, I saw it in the theaters. And people were freaking out in the theaters.
No.
A lot of old Predator fans were in there. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, and so it's really cool, and it just brings back lots of really good memories.
Yeah.
But to continue on about this, of course, we have this comic book superheroes, which is totally fantasy, in much of it, not all of it, but in much of it. But of course, anything with the word star and qualifies it, like Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, and all of its dystopia all the time. Only a few Star Trek fan films diverge from the default dystopian worldview, giving them a nostalgic, arachnocristic quality, right? Fan films, I would say. Actually, I saw a brand new fan film, the Starfleet Farragut, I think it's called Star Trek Farragut. They just released a film that was produced last year. It was very good. I called it refreshing.
Mm.
It was a good something good to see. Had a nice positive spin on it. And also there's Star Trek Phase Two out of New York, Ticonderoga, New York. A suite of excellent Star Trek
Mm.
fan films that would be like full long episodes and double features. Really good stuff. But all science fiction has a wild man. More and of course, more recently, a wild woman in the form of an alien, a robot, or a cyborg, a mad scientist, a zombie, a radioactive monster, a crazed emperor, or a corporate capitalist, or of course, the simple, ordinary person with superhuman powers, right? And this Wildman character serves to actually teach us about what it is to be human. It's kind of funny. Whereas the horror film genre requires a creature or a monster or an extreme wild man or wild woman who's in conflict with God, society, or nature, vampires, which are derived from superstition and myth, are pure horror. Whereas Frankenstein, created by a mad scientist, grades into science fiction. Thank you very much, Miss Mary Shelley. And of course, going forward from Mary Shelley, we're talking 1800s, going forward to the 1950s, where those creature feature movies that would occur on Saturday mornings or, nighttime on weekends or whatever, they had slimy amoebas, giant irradiated women, impossibly large ants, mind controlling crystals that'll fry children's brains, that which could then only be revived with a bowl of some sugary drink or cereal. The monster in science fiction is not often biological. It is often technological, right? It is the expression of fear that we will lose touch with what is human. that we will become machines in the spectrum of the wild man or wild woman, from animal through human to machine. Science fiction often skews to the machine, such as the Borg, HAL 2000, the robot, the android, right? With the cyborg, where the horror film often dwells in sublimated and demented sexual desire. The technological machine monster is the fear of loss of self. The fear of loss of self, right? Loss of self, loss of consciousness, loss of being, right? So is science fiction also horror with technology, right? Yeah, it kind of, the sci-fi thrillers, the sci-fi horrors, right? Must we have countless stories of dystopian worlds with technology has gone awry, producing a split of the hungry underclass and the privileged kings, dictators, or the 1%? Apparently so. We see a lot of that now. When it comes to special effects, this is the key to the magic appeal of filmmaking. The cinema began as a sleight of hand with its newfound ability to plausibly recreate and manipulate life. We had voyeurism kisses we could watch, trips to the moons, cartoon violence that left no injury, and impossible aerobatics, ghosts, fairies, vampires, villains, swashbuckling heroes, and beautiful, helpless women. Right? Was there anything else we could add to that?
Hmm,
Right?
probably plethora of things.
See, we got another spinoff. So nonfiction is science and fiction is modeling. Science observes, gives us the data, orders the data, and develops formulas that explain that order. Modeling uses those formulas to recreate the data and then to predict scenarios for which we have no data. Models make fiction. Films are modeling experiments. They are the genre models. Film noir, chick flicks, the drama, westerns, superhero movies, monster movies, alien invasion movies, food movies, all models built from formulas. Fiction, and especially science fiction, gives us what if scenarios as different initial conditions and different data are provided as input to those models. The variables are tweaked, sensitivity analyses are run, the output is compared to the observed data by the viewers, the audience, who pronounce it as a reasonable fit. So, what is science fiction? Here at MiSciFi, we're going to show you what it really is. Okay, so that's that. That's my little, I guess, something for today, right? So what do you have on the list here? What else is on the list? We have let's take a commercial break. Let's take a commercial break here, and um, put up the media asset for. Here
Be
we
right
have.
back.
We already have it there. All right, so I'm going to take us to the next here. I can't see it. Hello, there it is. All India Radio. Okay, and the QR code that we have here, All India Radio, it's right there. Good stuff.
The unified field of time. The experiencing of it does everything. Allows any human being to dive within and transcend and experience this ocean of pure consciousness. And a side effect of enlivening this consciousness is negativity starts to recede. It's at the base of all mind and all matter. Everything that is a thing emerges from this field. Bliss, intelligence, creativity, universal love, energy, peace. The unified field of time. The experiencing of it does everything. Allows any human being to dive within and transcend and experience this ocean of pure consciousness. And a side effect of enlivening this consciousness is negativity starts to recede. It's at the base of all mind and all matter. Everything that is a thing emerges from this field. Bliss, intelligence, creativity, universal love,
good. That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was a lot there. All right. So that was, folks, that was All India Radio. They are an excellent band. We are major fans of them. In my opinion, that's what I call sci-fi music. Um, and we're going to be playing a lot of them. Also, remember, there's a link here. You like their music, we ask you to check them out on YouTube, check them out on Instagram, buy their music. It's very soothing, great music when you have long commutes or just cool, relaxing times that you're just hanging out at the pad, right? At the house. So, what's next?
The noob. Noob.
Okay, put the poster up.
All right.
Holy smokes. This is
No,
new?
no. That's not the noob. I need my glasses. Sorry, you go see the nerd Sheena coming now.
This is noob. This is noob.
That's noob.
Okay. So tell us about noob. What's going on with noob?
So this is more, well, without giving too much information, this is more of a serious type of film. It's directed towards like removing doubt, self-doubt that's caused by childhood trauma, and it kind of goes array, so to speak.
Mhm.
In a nutshell, it's basically
Yeah.
what everyone experiences. But if you want to remove self-doubt, you become fearless.
Yeah, it's there's a summary in right here. Take a look at the summary. What does it say?
Not so distant future procedure exists that can eliminate self-doubt caused by childhood trauma and emotional wounds. An emotional childhood leaves Joan isolated and struggling to find self-worth in a world where the standard is nothing short of perfection.
Wow, that's it's a heck of a film, folks. It's a short film. Short film from where does Noob come from? Noob is from it's a
US.
US film. It's a US production. I don't know why folks they're so afraid of putting the state that they're from as if that would matter negatively. I don't know why. It does not. We really want to know what part of the world, the country it comes from. It matters. And it was produced by John Wessel Couch. And it features Gina Comparetto, Jesse Cohen, and Andrea Thompson. And let's see if we had. It comes out of a place called La Habra. I think that's California. La Habra,
Yeah.
California.
La Habra, California.
Yep. So let's look at the trailer.
All right.
This is a sad world for a lot of people, Joan, but it doesn't have to be. Traumatic experiences often lead to what we call negative underlying beliefs.
Do you feel disconnected and lack meaningful relationships?
Whatever you're going through, you've come to the right place.
Is self-doubt crippling you?
I've had patients exhaust themselves trying to find the right medication or waste years in therapy when this procedure can change their lives in an instant.
So it really works.
Every morning, I wake up smiling.
I'm just afraid I'll become a completely different person.
I'm ready for you.
Wow, now that is a sci-fi thriller. Okay, that falls into the category of science fiction thriller, without a doubt. Without a doubt, this is something that is a little bit scary. It's got some dystopian themes to it. Um, and if you notice, you saw the lady walking with the like the see-through coat.
Yeah.
That's part of the sexual theme that's added to horror, which is added to sci-fi. You're starting to get it, right? Starting to get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So that's one of the nice things about short films. With short films, the short film block at MiSciFi, which is the topic of today, shows us that you can have a film that's on average, people. I'm not telling everybody that short film has to be this length, but on average, 15 minutes long, meaning that you can make them a little shorter, you can make them a little longer. The ideal short film in science fiction, I would bump it up to more like 18 minutes, right? The average film. And the reason why it's different from science fiction from the regular non speculative content is because speculative content, you have to, there's a little bit of world building involved. So you're creating this imaginative world that these characters are acting out in, right? So that becomes very important in the production of the film. So you automatically have an extra 2 or 3 minutes added to that automatically. That pushes it past the 15-minute average into the 18-minute average. What does that mean for the short films that we see at MiSciFi? We have actually, I think I'm gonna, if there's time, I'll produce a cluster. I'll do a cluster analysis, and you'll see that there's a block of short films that are under 15 minutes. This is between the range of say 8 and 12, and then you have a block of short films that are somewhere between 20 to 28 minutes long. Yeah, it's two separate clusters, and it tends to the people. We could probably do even more breakdown analysis on that because there's certain types of filmmakers that produce the shorter length content versus the longer length content. Right? Who's in art? Who comes from the traditional art film world? What part of the world that these films are coming from? And the type of sci-fi theme that we're dealing with, right? So there's a methodology behind this. There's an approach that's very interesting, and I think that it would be worth performing said analysis if there's time, because it does take time to do these things. But it would be very interesting to do. What are your thoughts on that, Lieutenant Shi? Lieutenant Tina?
Lieutenant, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're a lieutenant.
Yeah, totally
Yes.
agree. It would be something to behold. um, as far as like science fiction, I mean the sheer going back what you said about the sheer jacket, that's the sexual part of the
Yep.
sci-fi. So it is a very minimal part of it, I guess.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But yeah, I agree with you. I can see how that could be that could be part of it
That's right.
or classified as that.
That's right. And we've got enough sci-fi thrillers to analyze this,
Yeah.
especially this season to look at these types of things. So what's next? What's next on the queue here? What's next?
So we got the keepers.
We definitely have a short. We definitely have a trailer for that, don't we?
Well, we don't really have it. I don't have it to download, but I can share my
Really?
screen.
Wait a second. What do you mean? The keeper. Hold on. I know there's a. That's from Milton Muller. The Keepers is from Canada.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I see. It's not downloadable. Oh,
Yeah, I'd have to share my screen.
We're from YouTube.
From no, from our website. If I could do that.
I'll do it from YouTube. I have it right here. I'll share it right here. Bring up the let's see. There we go. That's a pretty cool picture. Can you hear it?
I sure can.
Okay, cool. Oh, who's that? Who is that?
So he looks familiar.
Who is that? Yeah, he is. Who is that?
Looked
Come
like
on,
he
people.
came in.
People, let's look at this. The audience to respond. Who is that? Louis, you listening? Louis, you listening? Who is that? Who is that? We'll give him 35 seconds. Who is that? Who is that? What TV show, first of all? I gave you a hint. Come on now. Come on now. Who is that? That's Michael. That's Michael Hogan. That's Michael Hogan himself, who played Colonel Saul Tigh in the Battlestar Galactica Reimagined series. That's who that is. That's who that is. He's from Canada. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. So the Keepers, they're actually promoting. They're promoting heavily. That film is promoting really heavily right now. And it's the Keepers, and the Keepers is let's see.
It says no idea.
Who said no idea?
56 Reynolds.
Who? I didn't hear you.
56 Reynolds.
Okay. Thanks for following us, 56 Reynolds.
Thank you.
We'll if you ask us some more questions, we'll definitely entertain you. But go ahead, Lieutenant. Go ahead with the description of the Keepers.
Okay, so
It's in the comment. It's in our chat.
okay. Amidst the desolate interstellar terrain, space-faring outlaws Porter and Kai are thrust into an adventure to safeguard an ally's enigmatic transmission from a relentless adversary.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. All right. So that's a short film, folks. And the length, once again, regarding the lengths of these films, The Keepers is actually very, very short. It's a very, very short film. It's under 7 minutes. It's about 6 minutes, 57 seconds. Very good film, though. Very good. Do also realize that every film in MiSciFi, we get so many films a year that, and there are so many good ones in the bunch, we can't enter all of them in the festival. We just don't have the physical slots, the venue space. So we only take the top of the top, and the top of the top ends up being films that have been nominated. So every film that's in the festival was nominated for something. That's how good they are. They have some sort of nomination. It's really, really good. So with that said, 56 Reynolds, he has no other commentary. Come on, man, say something. What's next?
All right, so It Came from Outer Space.
All right, put that one up. Do we have? I know there's a trailer for that.
There is. I'm gonna put it up right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's the poster. Oh man, that looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very nice poster. Very, very nice poster. Very nice poster. All right, let's watch it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Was she in the toilet? What was that?
I think so.
Okay. Once again, folks, another sci-fi thriller. Just a mere fact. First of all, you have the music. It's very down-tempo, scary music, right? Um, she's in a toilet. What's going on there? Right? And it looked like she had some sort of exogenic flesh organism that she was touching, right? Some sort of octopus-looking, flesh-looking thing. What does the synopsis say about that film? What is it telling us?
It is. Where's my description? Okay,
Take
hold on.
a look. Take a look in our chat.
Okay, I just got it. All right. An ambitious marine biologist finds a strange alien-looking egg on the shores of a Long Island beach. She brings it back to her home lab to study
An
it.
alien egg.
Yep.
How does she know it's an egg? It's shaped like an egg.
One?
Oh my god! And it's in New York. See what happens in New York, Long Island. Oh my god!
Let's go back.
That's really bad. Okay. Scary. Another scary piece of work. Okay. Scary piece of work. Do we have any more shorts to talk about? Is that all the list?
Not on my list.
Okay, that's it. So with the amount of time we have, let's show a couple of trailers of some other films. Do you have La Cosa en la Nebra? Nebla.
Nebla.
Yeah, that one. How about John Pardon?
I can do John Bardon.
You can do that one.
Yeah.
You're beating your keyboard. You're beating your keyboard or something, or you're beating really hard. What's going on? With
You hear that? It's my mouse.
Yeah, you're beating the heck out of it. Poor thing is getting smashed.
My bad. I'm not so gentle.
At all. Holy smokes! Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Okay, that one is amazing. It's in the virtual festival, and it is the first science fiction film probably made in North Macedonia. That's where it's from. formerly Yugoslavia.
Mm.
And go ahead and tell everybody what it's about.
All right, so it says when an IQ challenged human gets abducted by a narcissistic robot to become a specimen in his intergalactic zoo, they will have to join forces and protect the most dangerous weapon in the galaxy from falling into the wrong hands.
Yes. This is made by a gentleman named. It is one of the most difficult pronunciations. Gose Zvenovsky. Cool guy.
You said a
Cool
bit
guy.
of
We're gonna bring Ganose on. We're gonna bring him on. He can't tell us he can't speak English. We're gonna bring him on. And but that's a good one. So all right, that's good. What other one can we show with the time we have left?
56 Reynolds says that is so good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay. And it's a feature film, right? What's the length? What was the running time on that one?
It's like an hour 25.
Yeah, almost an hour and a half long. So we're talking feature length, great arc, characters, animations out of this world, big budget. It's done very well. It's not in English though. it's not in English. We need to fix that for him. We need to get it. Of course, it has captions. Let's see. Do we have the language? I don't know what language they speak over there in North Macedonia. Do you know what language they speak?
Spanish?
No. They don't speak Spanish.
Because I'll help you if it's Spanish.
They don't speak Spanish over there.
No.
That part of the world. No.
No, they don't.
They speak Macedonian. I don't know what that.
It's Macedonian.
Yeah,
South
that's-
Slavic language.
It's a what?
A South Slavic language closely
That's
related to Bulgarian.
All I can tell you, the food is good. I can guarantee you that food's going to be amazing. Food's going to be amazing. So I'll make sure that he presents some recipes along with his with his thesis. Man, that's going to be great. It's going to be good. What else are we going to do? What else you want to see, 56? You got any recommendations, 56? Take a look at the program. Take a look at the program and tell us what you would like to see.
Which is on the Instagram.
It's on Instagram and it's on MiSciFi.com. Oh, Halcyon Days. While he's coming up with something. Halcyon Days. Come on, I know we have a trailer.
We do. We do.
I don't know where you're looking for this. I don't have these. So tell me, load that puppy up. Halcyon Days. Halcyon Days is the theme of the festival. Off-world. And what's her name? She's cool.
Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie. I called Carrie up. And I think she was in the Virgin Islands. I think she lives there. I'm not sure. I called her up. Yeah, she was like, yo. She's like, we're excited. What are you talking about? She was freaking out. Oh, Encyclopedia Galactica. Yeah, we're going to play that one. That's another gem. Oh, that's a gem. Put it on.
So I don't have the ability to download Halcyon Days.
Okay, I'll get it. Put it in the chat so we can fix that. How do you spell that?
HALCYON.
Keep going.
DAZ.
Okay, I'd have gotten that wrong. Okay, hold on a second. I would have definitely gotten that wrong. All right, hold on. There is a YouTube. Hold on. It's a little long. All right, it's a little long, but we're gonna make it work. Internet's freaking out too. Internet is having a problem. We gotta switch to fiber. The internet is giving me a problem. Come on. YouTube is having a problem. They have a review on Screen Rant, and they have a review on the Dork Side of the Force. Ready? Yo.
I'm Carrie Copeland from Louisville, Kentucky. I teach senior English. I live a pretty normal life. Oh, Dad, I love you so much. I'm sorry I'm not there. All right, happy 80th birthday. I'm missing my dad's 80th birthday, but priorities, I gotta be on the Star Cruiser right now.
Hello there. I would like to congratulate you on booking your voyage through the galaxy. You will be boarding the Halcyon.
Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser is a first of its kind vacation experience where you get to spend 2 days and 2 nights living out your very own Star Wars story.
The Galactic Star Cruiser was a branded Star Wars experience on Disney property that was a 2-day immersive theatrical live game-playing theater event. On its surface level, that's what it was.
I became obsessed with the Star Cruiser, but I shouldn't have gotten obsessed. I'm not a Star Wars super fan. So I want to look under the hood of this thing, and I want to know how, why, what does it mean about who we are? What's up with the Star Cruiser? Do you need a drink?
Not now.
Oh, Jellicle Snug Snack? So I decided on this character, Jellicle Snug Snacks, aka Snacks Baby. Behold.
Cosplay became something where I could express myself very freely. I can be a villain. I can be a non-human creature. I can be a wise sage. I can be a funny character.
I think you like sheep.
And I found that very freeing.
Pleased to know that our new ship's mechanic, Sammy, has brought him here.
It's 70 hours of immersive theater happening over the course of 2 days.
Just call me Snacks.
Yes. If we're skilled enough and we do our job, you take them through not just watching a hero's journey, but living it.
So an alternate reality game is what we call this transmedia experience. You have to go out and search and seek.
I just downloaded some stuff to my data pad.
You might talk to non-player characters. Holy crap.
What we fight for is not enough.
This is amazing. Maybe this world is deeper than I think it is. How deep does it go?
How did Disney create this thing that's so magic and powerful and connected so many people in such a positive way?
It felt kind of like I had been searching for a certain level of belonging for a very long time, and that you feel kind of instantly at home and welcome.
It's evolved into not just Star Cruiser friends, they're just friends now. And that Disney certainly did not plan for.
Breaking news from Disney this afternoon. One of its newest hotels at Disney World is about to close its doors for good.
This is the third to last voyage, and I can feel that. People are crying and sad.
Disney is permanently shutting down its Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel.
I think that it was doomed, hard doomed from the beginning.
Yeah, that is just so sad. It's over. That was a year and a half of magic that everybody who got to touch it and be a part of it will remember forever.
So my question is, now what? What are we going to do now?
Woo, boy.
Man.
That was something. It's a really good film. It's a docudrama thing. So it's a documentary, but at the same time, they are showing the insides of the ship and all the people involved, the production, extremely high production value. It's like you go on a Star Wars set, and when they're not shooting the Star Wars film, you're running around on the set reenacting whatever the heck you want to do. And you're paying $4,000 for the weekend to do it.
I would have paid money to do that.
Yeah,
I would have
absolutely.
paid money to do
Absolutely. I'm kind of sad that, here I am ready to go to Orlando for a trip, and it's not there to do it. So it's kind of sad. But remember what I said prior to the show, at the beginning of the show, how Star Wars is gutting all of that second sequel stuff, and we're bringing back the old stuff.
Yeah.
So this event was actually of the Kylo Ren portion that was of that sequel, and that's all gone. So it might come back just rebranded to the original trilogy, which also includes, remember, it also includes a lot of the first trilogy, and it also includes what happens after, which is like the Mandalorian and Grogu. Right? This is stuff that everybody loves because it's still those are all interconnected properly. They're all connected properly. So we may get something bigger and better. It may take a few years, but we may get something bigger and better. I really think so. All right, let's bring up what the people want. They want Encyclopedia Galactica.
Yes, that's what they want.
Encyclopedia Galactica, here you come.
This is a message from a small, distant world.
That is so good. You need to play it again.
That is dope.
You gotta play it again. That is so cool. You gotta play it again. That is so good. It's a short,
This
but
is a message
it's amazing.
from a small, distant world.
So pause it. So I'm going to hold on. Pause it. So I'm going to say this one here. Despite humanity's disappearance from the galaxy, the worlds we have left behind still flourish with life and mystery. And this production is a short film, but there's no AI. No AI was not used to make this. It's all visual effects, raw, hard visual effects. This is brought to us by the gentleman's name here, Mr. Kenneth Reynolds. Good job, Kenneth. It's right up our alley. There's involved also is Tom Gasick, and they're from Bloomfield, Illinois. Way to go, bud. Way to go. This is great. No, I think it's New Jersey. I don't know. They're gonna have to tell. What?
Well, he's on Instagram. Ask him.
Hey, here it is. Hold on. No, hey, oh, that's who it is. Way to go, man. Way to go, bud.
New Jersey, he said.
Like
New
it.
Jersey.
Gotta say it right. New Jersey. Okay? New Jersey, right?
New Jersey.
And no AI used whatsoever, and it's the world premiere. Oh, I'm his mom.
Oh, what's up, Mom?
You can't have a better fan. Okay, that's
Than your
awesome. How you
mom.
doing, Ma? How you doing, Ma? What's up? All right, that's great. That's great. Now we're really looking forward to it, and I think they're coming, so it'll be really good. It's in my slot, which is like prime time, so we're gonna have a real good time. We're gonna have a great time. All right. I'd like to get one more. I'd like to get one more trailer. One more trailer.
Which one you had in mind?
I'd like to put somebody that I haven't somebody that we may have ignored. 1 second. Our runtime. Anti-Scar. Anti-Scar. Folks, we've got a special gem for you, okay? Anti-Scar comes to us from South Korea, right? This is a rare opportunity. It's a film from South Korea. Who here likes K-pop? Anybody likes K-pop? K-pop? You like that stuff? Isn't that like real popular right now?
Yes.
It's what they call trending, okay? Formal idol trainee and delivery writer Park Do-yoon is set in an alternate universe by the old man, where he encounters a version of himself who has become a global superstar. Okay, this film is free. Is awesome. Where's the trailer? Hold on a second.
So I don't have the trailer up here.
I'm gonna get it, Mr. Paul. I'm gotta get Mr. Park here. The moment. 1 minute, please. Let's see.
Moment.
Yeah. It's so difficult to get some of this stuff.
Yes, they are.
What are they saying? Your mom is she's still rooting for him. She's still rooting for him. Hold on a second. Let's go. We should have a trailer here somewhere. Where's the trailer? Here we go. Man, I almost had to pull the teeth. Let's go. I had to verify that I'm a human being. Okay. Man, I don't know why I would have to do that. Can I download this trailer? Well, no, I can't. So we're going to do this instead. We got it, folks. We got it. Y'all going to want to come and see this one, all right? You can't not come. Hold on. How do I take this thing off? Stop. Add. Share. Window. Audio. Share. What's going on? Why isn't it working? Oh, you got to take yours down.
Okay. 1 moment, please.
I got it. We got it. We got it. Ready? Here we go. Hold on now. Okay. We're gonna have to fix this. People want to see a little more than that.
Yeah.
People want to see a little more. Hold on a second. Reduce. Get back to this. Bring it up here. Got it. Full screen. It's going to be a little clip.
계단을 오도록하겠습니다.
Riley, honey. My clothes are right here. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Okay. The clothes are right there, honey.
Yo, what's up, man? Yo.
Oh, these are regular ones? I made them.
안녕하세요.
They're the right ones.
스캇 세븐입니다.
I didn't. I thought you.
제가 오늘
I thought you.
시청자 여러분들께
I thought you were.
전해드릴 말씀이 있어서 이렇게 라이브를 켰습니다. 이제 그만두려고 합니다. 비록 구독자 47명 뭐 이렇게까지 하냐고 비웃을 수도 있지만 떠나가는 길 마지막 인사는 드리고 싶었어요. 그럼 마지막 곡 띄우겠습니다. 오케이, 야, 인생은 실전이더라. 아이돌 되려고 학교도 때려쳤는데 졸라 잘 나갈 줄 알고 서울로 이사 왔는데 피한다고 졸라 도망 다니니까 이제 내 몸이 아픈 게 아니라 초라해진 내 모습에 내 마음이 더 만신창이. 이렇게 하면 잘 될 것 같았는데 저렇게 했어야 하는 걸. 저렇게 하면 잘 될 것 같았는데 이렇게 했어야 하는 걸. 이리 봐도 저리 봐도 그냥 난 구제불능이었던 것. 난 샹구가 족같아서 무섭고 나 유나와 행복이가 고마워서 무섭지. 난 나 스스로도 이기지 못하는 내가 한심해. 더 이상 아무한테도 빚을 지진 않을 거야. 나 그냥 스쿠터 타고 졸라게 달릴 거야. 나는야 페달의 왕자, 저기 왜 제왕, 진정한 딸배. 감사했습니다.
What do you think? His performance is out of this world. This film totally took me by surprise, right? Of course, you have to know how to read, right? Because it's subtitled. Unless your Korean is on point, right? But the story is awesome. It's a feature film. It's a nice life arc about a guy who, wanted to be a musician, artist, and all of that, rapper, hip hopper, and is having a tough time trying to do it. And something mystical happens, and everything changes. But it's really good. It's surprising. It's entertaining. You get to see what it's like in South Korea. It's really cool. It's very, very cool. So for the folks that are into K-pop, it's heavily themed and all of that. It's a great piece of work. I want to say the film is Sunday. It's a Sunday morning. Check the schedule. Sunday morning. I think it's 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. The film plays. So there was a question. Will all of the films be put on your site in their entirety after the festival? Well, what site? My website, right? The festival website? No. We do have a virtual festival after, right? So of all the films that we have selected in the festival, only a portion of them can play in the physical festival. And that number is around 50 films. Of the films that didn't make it, most of them, 90% of them have joined the virtual festival. But a lot of the films that are in the physical festival, about a half of them are only going to be participating in the virtual festival. Okay. And the reason why is that some folks don't want their content to be on the internet. Totally understandable. Some films have a level of production quality where those films are going to be bought by distributors and so forth. We have a lot of films like that. These films are going to end up on Netflix, whoever else out there. Okay, so they have a different route, a different path, and then end up online for free with commercials. Some films are going to have a more direct path to get to that, but they're all going through the festival cycle till they get through the festival cycle till they get to that. Okay, so it's just important to understand these paths, the decisions that people make. We respect all of their decisions. If you are a world premiere and don't come to the virtual festival, that's perfectly fine. All right, you world premiere, because there are many other festivals that are going to want your work, and they're not necessarily going to want it to be on a Roku channel. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We have asked those questions to all of our filmmakers, so they're given the opportunity to decide what direction they want, and if they need guidance, we help you. All right, Jamie, who some of you will meet if you want to be interviewed by her and be part of the film market, she's going to give you world first class advice on how to what steps you need to take. All right, so that's it for now. That's all we got, right? We're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay, so let's end out because let's see, we're gonna close, leave the channel playing, and we're gonna close with one of our gems from All India Radio. Give me something long here. Never anything long enough. We're gonna make it work.